back again. I'm in Redlands. We're gonna go up Highway 38. We'll do a quick storm drive. It looks like it's snowing up Forest Falls pretty good, so we'll go up and we'll go up and take a look. I just checked the weather station. I've got 0.23 inches of rain now. It's Thursday, December 9th, about 3 o'clock. I haven't really seen any damage or flooding yet, but I really haven't driven around much. I drove around a little bit earlier. We'll go up, let's see, where we're gonna go. Lagonia. I'm on Citrus now, Redlands Boulevard. I got 55 on the truck thermometer. It's cold. It feels colder. In fact, I'm gonna put my seat heater on. I love these electric seats, electric heated seats. Boy, I used to thought everybody'd make fun of me, but everybody says, yeah, it's the cat's pajamas, the bee's knees, as my aunt would say. Or my mom would say it too. But anyway, the storm's just about over us now. It came in, it started about 6:40 this morning and then stopped about 8, and then it started back up about 9:30, 10. It's been kind of a steady light rain, medium rain since then. So I'm gonna park in the red. Good job. Gonna block the red zone there. There's a cop car there. I don't know if anybody's in the cop car. I noticed that a lot of the time they park a cop car there. I think it's just to slow people down, which they need. Gotta remember, this one's 25 all the time. It's not like usually it'll say when students are present or when kids are present. This one's 25 all the time, so gotta watch out for that. And let's see. And the little Christmas tree, I'll have to ask Ken if he's gonna put up the Christmas tree here that's by the softball field. Ken Witham puts it up, him and his wife, every year. It's for the grandma and granddaughter that were killed there in the intersection. Oh God, it must have been 10, 12 years ago, 15 years ago. But I just now noticed, usually I'm pretty sure he has it up by now. And I guess it got stolen a couple years ago. I'll have to ask him if he's going to put that tree up again. And hopefully it's a reminder to everybody to please slow down. Don't run I saw a lady last night right here. She ran this stop sign and she ran the light up in front. It's like, please slow down. Please don't run red lights and stop signs, because it's so dangerous doing that. And the other person may not see you in time to stop or veer off. That's what I think a lot of these people expect. They think that, well, the other person will stop. Well, sometimes they don't. They don't see you until it's too late. Especially now when it's raining. I just saw a guy cut a guy off over on Grove Street by Sylvan there. I guess he thought the guy was going to stop for him. He turned in front of him. The guy slammed on his brakes, and I was like, "What are you doing?" You know, in the rain especially. You know, the stopping distance is about doubles. I was just wondering if the street sweepers went by today. I can't tell. It looks like they did. I had a bunch of leaves. My trees are finally getting rid of all their leaves. There's the ups guy. Watch out for the people. We got so many posts on the Redlands Buzz group on stolen packages. A lot of them just follow the UPS driver or FedEx drivers around, the on-track drivers. And I'm told they tell them to watch out for that. They tell their drivers, I guess call the cops when they see somebody tailing them. So if you can, I put up a Fort Knox mailbox. I mean, it was spendy. It was like $350, but you can't pry this mailbox. It would take a torch to get in this mailbox. But on the delivery, I've got a gated driveway and fence all around the front. A lot of times they just throw it over the gate. I'd rather have them do that. Luckily, so far I haven't had anybody steal anything, get in the yard. The other idea is you could make a Foot Locker bolted down to the porch for like the big stuff. You can take the big packages and leave the lock unlocked, and that way, I don't know if they'll do it, but you can tell them to, when they put the package in there, then lock it. I know some people would do that, but it's harder than hell to get the delivery guys to do what you ask them. I used to tell them to just, go through my gate. I gave them the gate code, and I said, put her on the front porch. That way it was out of sight and behind the gate. But some of them just threw it over the gate. Some of them would put it on the porch like they were instructed. Some of them would they would put it on the gate controller where it was really easy to reach over and grab it. So, and then some of them would throw it in the hedges where I had to look for it. It's really hard. They're super in a hurry, and a lot of them just don't give a damn. School. Yeah, I gotta slow down for the school. But see, you could try that. You could buy like an Army Foot Locker or a steel, say like 4x2. That way the bigger packages would fit, bolted to your porch. I mean, it's crazy we have to do this, but there's so many transients and drug addicts that they prowl our homes 24/7, walk around looking for stuff. And then some of them, even the ones stealing the Christmas decorations, they appear to have a nice car and decent clothes, but they're driving around stealing decorations and stealing packages. And with all the cameras up, you'd think that you're eventually going to get plastered all over Facebook. I guess they just don't give a damn. They just want to steal. Anyway, I thought there was going to be some wind in this storm, but I haven't seen any wind. I was worried about my Christmas decoration. You can see the palms right there kind of gently moving, which would be, like when I looked, I think 5 mile an hour was the biggest gust. That might be different in the mountains, though. The mountains could be a lot windier. I'm on, this should be Wabash, right? Yeah, Wabash. Go up and do a quick road report, because people are going to be getting ready to go home here soon. Up the mountains, Forest Falls, Angeles Oaks. There's the new Jack in the Box right here on the right. It's just about done. They got a whole lot of dirt to haul off, I guess, and do the parking lot, but the insides are looking pretty close to finished. Let's get cut off again here. I think the guy last time cut me off right here, turned left in front of me. You got to yield, people. It's a left turn is a yield in oncoming traffic, but it didn't seem like that guy didn't give a damn. Oh, what's the news down here on Mentone? Oh, let's see if they got their snowman up yet. They always used to do a tumbleweed snowman right here. It used to be right there in that field. I don't see tumbleweed snowman. Let's see what else we got here. Freckles, I don't know if Freckles is ever going to open again. It's been closed for about a month now. They just can't get anybody to work. A lot of places are closing down, or they just can't reopen, or they cut their hours real short, and it's real spotty on when they're open. some are doing like, they're closed like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and they're only working 4 days a week. I call usually before I go. That way, especially if it's a further away from me, to make sure that they're going to be open. Because I've driven by so many places, and they're closed. Dollar General, there's a few cars there. I need to go in and look at. There's still some little knick-knack stuff I need for Christmas. Oh, they got a nice. I drive around stealing ideas getting ideas for Christmas decorations. What I'm looking for, if anybody knows it, you put it in the comments. Oh, come on, light. We're going. Oh, there's short-ass light. As I'm looking for the big red wreaths. I got the big ones, they're like 3 foot, but they're solid red. The Redland City has some red ones with like gold trim. If you know where I can get the red, what do you call them, bows? The big red bows with the gold trim. Those look a lot sharper. Somebody said there was something going on Citrus Plaza. The cops had all the exits blocked off. Not sure what's going on there. In fact, I'm wondering where my scanner should be playing here. Let me double check. It says it's on. But this is going to be a quickie drive. I got to get up and get down for... my Blues are playing tonight. Playing against the Detroit. I'm a buddy from Detroit. Guy I used to play hockey with, Tim Verhilly. We're going to go watch that game somewhere. If you need chains, they had chains there at the pawn shop. Green Spot Market's got chains. I don't know if they got chain checks up. I'm sure they do. And I'm pretty sure my chains are in here. Usually it's 4-wheel drive, you're okay. Then you have to carry them. R3 is you got to carry them. R2 is you got to be chained up. They actually make you put them on.
Residential alarm. Madigan 281, 506, Juanita Lane, cross out narrow lane, and Bonita Lane.
It's computer dispatch now. To me it sounds weird. It's a computer. It sounds like a female computer voice. Just slow down when it's raining. And please put your lights on. Please put your lights on. Especially if you got a gray or black vehicle, it's so much easier to see them. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want some heat on my feet. I had the heater set up on the defrost on the windshield. What am I? was so cold down low. Get some heat going on them feet, them legs. We're in Mentone, Highway 38. We're going to go up to Andrews Oak. I might get a bowl of chili up there real fast. They got some good chili. They got a small bowl and a big bowl. I always get the big bowl. In fact, if you like good chili, Corner Butcher Shop in Laverne. Oh, if you smoke meat or you like good meat or barbecue stuff, you got to go there. It's like a great place for backyard barbecue, grilling, smoking. But they have a prime rib chili one guy makes there. Damn, is it good. It reminds me of my venison chili. I don't have any venison right now, deer meat, but God, get in your lane on that curve, man. You don't want to be shortcutting these curves. There's a guy already on my butt, tail getting hard. But even back to the chili, that's some damn good chili. It's got the meat, it's got beans, some onions, a little chili peppers in there. It's not hot like taste-wise, but it's just got that solid chili. And those chunks of prime rib are so good. That's how I make my my venison chili. Cut it up the venison into little chunks. Oh man, is that good! The ceiling's down pretty low. See the ceiling right there? What they call the ceiling? This guy don't even have his damn loop.
Charlie 2, medic truck 224, 1562, West 9th Street, cross of North Cabrera Avenue and North Ramona Avenue.
This guy, they should, I wish they would just pull these people over with no lights and say, look, or start writing them tickets. If you're that much of a dumbass, you really shouldn't be driving. Or the other thing to cure it is if it's raining, lights come on automatically. That's probably the best way to cure it, because you just ain't gonna, some of these people just shouldn't be driving, but at least then you can see them. Make it an automatic thing, like what else go up? It's automatically on a car. So far, so good. Nobody in the ditch, and no. We might see some rock slides up here. That's what I was going to relay the information to the Forest Falls group, because a lot of their people are getting ready to come home and they want a quick, oh, I meant to stop and get some, I'll do it next week. I can drop off my, wanted to bring some tamales up here for Misha and Debbie. I'll do that next week. I got some cider, I can drop them off. You haven't been up here in a while. They put a gate across where all the homeless are living on the left here.
6-person Charlie 2, medic engine 221A, 1562, West 9th Street, cross of North Cabrera Avenue and North Ramona Avenue.
They gated this road going in. Somebody cut the lock off of it, it looked like, but it looks like they got the lock back on it. But you can drive around. It's kind of, I don't know why. I mean, they're trying to keep the homeless out of here, which is good, but it, you really can't keep them out of the wash down here. It's damn near impossible. See the gate right there? But you can, people are already driving around it. They tried a small gate, just the gate. People drove around. I mean, right to the right, you can just drive around. Then they extended the fence out on both sides. But there's a lot of homeless right down there on the left. In fact, a car went off here one time and almost landed on the guy's tent. I mean, it landed right next to his tent down below the hill right there. The guy who went off the road, he was okay. It was pretty crazy when I saw where he landed. It was upside down. I thought, man, and it was a small car where like the roof didn't hold up very well. But they said he was okay. Amazing. No snow yet. Oh, slow down, truck. That guy's flying. And hopefully this has been more of a steady rain. Last storm we had some debris flows come down across like Jinx Lake and Highway 38. They're putting in culverts up here to stop that, but that was a cell hung up over the mountain up here. Of course, that can happen anytime. I'll let this guy get around me. But this is kind of a cell, and it's a fast-moving storm. So hopefully we won't have the debris flows across the highway. And those culverts should help. I'm looking at the creek now. The creek looks about the same. It's had a pretty steady flow in the past week or two. Nobody in the creek? Well, I shouldn't say that. There's cars up here, but I don't see anybody in the creek. Well, hold on. There's somebody in the creek down there where they make the little pools. We're at Vista Point. There are some people down in the creek. That's got to be cold. The other thing is you don't want to be in the creek, if a cell does hang up here, it can send some pretty strong water down. You really don't want to be in a creek during a storm, because it, especially up here with this burn area, it could just wash right off the mountain and come straight down. In fact, I'm going to go straight up to, I think we'll go to Forest Falls. Yeah, this roadway here, they're putting in culverts to take the water and debris underneath the roadway instead of washing it across. Up here, it actually washed out the, I think it was last year. Yeah, it washed out the road up here. The water came across and started undermining Highway 38 up here at the top, where Valley of the Falls turnoff is. And they just put in some culverts. It kind of didn't make sense where they put them, but I'm sure they got a reason for a method to the madness, as they say. Dave Russell took some good pictures of what they did up here. When they kind of brought it to the left and they bring it back to the right, the creek, Mill Creek's to my right. Well, what happened last year was it overflowed the highway to the left, and then it started digging back underneath the highway like it was trying to get back in the creek, Mill Creek. Which they diverted it. They came up here, and I forget how they diverted it. Oh, they dug out a little channel for it to keep it from undercutting the freeway. Yeah, it got pretty close to closing 38. That was crazy. So far, everything looks good. Kind of just a steady light rain. I would go, well, it's kind of almost a medium rain. And there's some green and it has grown back, but the hills are still pretty much denuded, I think they call it. D-E-N-U-D-E-D. Denuded. Burn scars, another word they use, where the burn was. You can see the trees here that were burned on the left. It jumped the road right here, the fire, the El Dorado fire last year. And they did a hell of a job stopping it from going up. They evacuated Angeles Oaks. I was up here as press, and I was coming out of Forest Falls when it jumped the road. And by the time I got to Angeles Oaks, they were evacuated. I remember poor Sammy and his family. They basically kicked them out of the restaurant. They told everybody, "You got to get out of here," which was true. When it jumped here, it would have been a straight shot. Now, right here's where the water. Creek came across to the left. You'll see it up here. You'll see where they trenched this. Not a lot of people come down. Yeah, they're working over. See the excavator, I think you call it. This is where it tried to undercut the road right here. It went on the left and then tried to go back to the right. They put up a berm here. But are these guys working? Yeah, they're working. I see the guy there. But they've trenched underneath here. They put a, I don't know if you see it on the left there. They trenched underneath. There's a canal there. Or a culvert, I'm sorry. The other thing is the bighorn sheep have been spotted up here. Last couple days, Dave Russell got pictures of them. I'll get him to post them on the Redlands Bus group. He posts them on the Forest Falls group. They're right up here by the cinder pile. This is what when everybody mentions cinder pile, when they're talking Forest Falls area, this is what they're talking about right here on the left. The cinders they put down on the road so it's not as slick. The sheep they're right here on the left. Let's see if they're out here today. I would be in a better sheltered spot, but one year last year they came down right next to the road. I mean, one of them was looking like he was going to cross the road. You'll see people pulled over for photographing them when they're out. Yeah, right here, they were right here, and they were around the corner. One day they were up here feeding in the rocks. Yeah, right where this icy sign is, they were up here one day. A little further up, right here. Up on that slope right there. It's cool to see them because bighorns are kind of rare out here, but they come right down into the valley sometimes. Desert bighorn sheep, but most people call them bighorns. There's rams and the females are ewes. And the little ones are called, I'm not sure what, baby sheep? Lambs? Well, if they're sheep, they'd be lambs, right? Now it's starting to, we're at 5,000 feet right here. This is where the snow level is supposed to be. Let's see what, we should start hitting some snow. And watch these bridges. And these bridges are, they can freeze up when it's near freezing. Yeah, the creeks, there's no water up here from the creek. It's been, come on, turn your lights on with the black car. And shit, I think 6,000 was where, 6 to 5,000 where they said the snow, but so far, not even sleet. It's pretty much straight rain. I was hoping for some snow. We'll bounce back over to Angeles Oak. That's a little higher. I think that's 6,500. We'll see if we can get some snow up here. Whoa, is that a pine cone? I hope so. Not a rod yet. It's a pine cone or a leaf. We're in Forest Falls now. We're coming in lower. They call this Lower Canyon. They're going to have their parade up here next Saturday, December 18th. The Beaumont Festive fire engines are coming over. So, and the Yucaipas parade is this Saturday, whatever, 9, 10, 11, of the 11th. I believe it starts, there's a daytime parade. I want to say noon. If anybody knows, you can put it in the comments. Pretty sure it's noon. The upper part of Yucaipa, the uptown they call it, which should be a little warmer if you don't like the cold night parades. And thank you to all the sponsors, like Kiwanis did the Redlands Christmas parade was last Saturday. Thank you, and Burgess's was a sponsor. Tim Roquefort from Burridge Mansion. Thank you to all the sponsors, and thank you to the Beaumont Festive Fire Engines. They were in the Redlands Parade. The kids go nuts when they see the fire engines with all the Christmas lights. And Santa was on one of the last fire engines. There was 4 fire engines. 2 were festive Beaumont engines. One was an active engine 262 out of Redlands. The last one was an old Redlands engine, open cab they call it, where there's no roof. And they had Santa sitting on top. And the kids went nuts. Okay, now we're getting into sleet and snow. Yay! It's snowing. That corner right there is where everybody ends up in the ditch. When you're coming downbound that little ditch right there, everybody misses the corner. They slide off the corner and go in that ditch. Luckily there's no trees there. So you just fly off and probably bust up your alignment. I've got my tow, I got my kinetic rope, got my winch. I need to go through all my gear and make sure I got my chains. What else? Oh, my snatch. I gotta make sure I got my snatch block and my tow hooks, like the tow truck guys. You want to grab the frame if you can when you're pulling people. Oh, there's a nice Christmas tree right there. See it right there at Slide Creek? Fire station's all done up. They got their lights up. Yay, it's snowing. It ain't sticking, but it's snowing. There's some decoration right there. I think that's what I wanted to be doing today, was finishing my... But anyway, I'm going to pull in here and drop off some cider. I'm going to go back up to Angeles Oaks, so... Thanks for watching. Bye.